battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place you overtake. Maybe side by side of him, they're going to go around the outside now to Pissy.
Good evening everyone and welcome. It's Wednesday. That's right, it's time for Tier 2 here in 7th Gear Racing. Tonight we're at Japan for the famous Suzuka circuit, and judging by the weather, it's going to be an absolutely great evening. I am of course Kenichi, your commentator for this evening. So, Japan, just like last night, 27 laps, 18 corners, just the one DRS zone. Only one really main overtaking point as well, so it's going to be tough out there. Lots of ups and downs in this track, which has proven to be a real driver's track over the years. There are your past winners. Right now, there is, as you see, the main overtaking opportunity, which is down into turn 1. And then the other second one, of course, is at the Casio Triangle, the last chicane, flat out through 130R, which will give you a nice slingshot onto the start finish straight. So then on to the race, and as you can see, it is wet. So I don't know how many people are going to venture out. I'm not so sure if it's going to dry, but right now it is wet conditions. Joel is going to be out the first. Everyone has different strategies when it comes to rain in qualifying. I tend to put in about 9 laps of fuel and just try and go as fast as I can and get laps in. Some people are very good and could just dial it in straight away and just do a 1 lap wonder. Let's see what kind of tactics we see out there tonight. Will it get dry? We don't know. But so after last week, of course, it's getting closer and closer. The Ego will be celebrating his first 7GR title. As you can see, he has a 65-point lead over Marshman. Only has to score 13 points to secure the Drivers' Championship. Okay, that's right on board then with the Red Bull driver, shall we? Let's see how tricky it is compared to last night. Lap times are going to be 10 to 15 seconds slower, I can tell you that much. Here we go then. First lap in anger. About to commence. You can see lifting a lot earlier as Joel struggling to get the car to turn in. Look at that, he's already gone off the track twice in the first 2 corners. It is so tricky out there. And look at that. Oh, he's almost going for a spin as well. Conditions very, very tricky indeed. You've got to stay off those curbs. The curbs are the things that make you spin, especially in these conditions. And there you go. I said last night, the never-ending left-hand corner here. It feels like the outside track is pulling you towards it. And there you go. Joel has invalidated, so that's him done. For now, next person, I believe, is Paloma, who of course raced last night in the Haas. So any information she had about qualifying is in the bin. It's a reset, and she has to start all over again. Not too sure what race conditions are going to be like, but for now, they're treacherous. Here comes playing then round the spoon curve. Approaching the Casio triangle. Oh, going a bit deep there, Paloma. Managed to recover quite well. Ooh. And the first lap is a 1:42.9. Who else is about to cross the line? It was a Haas. Where's the Haas? I can't see the Haas badge. It was Olivier Faison. He's, look at that, a second and a half off Paloma. You'll probably see a lot of change in times. Now, here we go then. Here's the person to watch, Ego. The champion-elect is making his way round. What kind of lap can he put in? So stepping aside left from Evo, car looking very twitchy. Could be that it's gone for a dry setup on 30R big lift. Paloma's got a good lap there. She's a second half over Deathwing as well. Can Ego go any faster? Look at the engine screaming. Is it provisional pole? It is. 10th of a second quicker than Paloma. As Dylan! Wow, who is this? Dylan, who is this behind the wheel? Oh, and Nostairu has retired. So that's their evening done. Okay, but Dylan has shocked the world, and Paloma spoils the party. And does a 1:41.6. Expect those times to keep tumbling. Who else on track? Christoph, is he on track? He's invalidated. Rossi is going. He's run the spoon curve. Let's see what he can do. Here we go then, final corner. You can see the car twitching all over the place. And across the line, a 43.8, which puts him in P6 for now. Time still coming in. No one really setting a fast lap, of course. Last week's Victor Devour, his first win in 7GR last week in Austria. He hasn't done a fast lap yet, and he needs to speed up a little bit, otherwise his tyres are going to get so cold. But right now, we see Paloma at the front. She is the one to set the standard. Is she going for another lap here? It's going a bit slow. She probably needs to recharge the battery a bit, or is she going to come in? Yep, she's coming in. Is Ego going for another lap? He's just started, isn't he? He's in the S's. He's got a full battery. Let's see what... Down 2 gears tonight. We saw last night people either staying in 7th gear or quick drop down to 6, but tonight down into 5th gear. Braking super early for the hairpin, but still managed to keep nice and tight to the apex. Finley goes P2. Great lap from him. Paloma, the only person in the 41s at the moment. Okay, Harris P7. Definitely. Oh, hello, someone else. Rossi goes P2, he improves and goes P2. The second person to break into the 41s. Ego decided not to use 8th gear. Oh, gentle lift. Chaos has decided to retire. Oh, he's binned it round well, the S's, hasn't he? Oh, turn 1. Right, Ego, can he improve? He's looking for a 141.6. No. Well, he does improve by a second. But not enough to dislodge Paloma from that provisional pole. How are we doing? How's Lenny doing? He hasn't invalidated. Jamie is oh, intermediates. That is brave. The one thing I say about this game is you know it's wet tyres because there are lots of puddles on the track. Right now, the puddles seem to be there, but not. There you go, on the outside, you can see those puddles. When those puddles are there, the wet tyres are usually still the best tyre. Does also mean it could be changeable. Look at that. Getting a lot braver around there, so perhaps the track is coming more towards the intermediates as Jamie breaks into the chicane. A little bit squirrely. Bit on the pedal, and look at that, it's going to be a 143.1, so not quite ready for the intermediates. Everyone's still on those wets. All over your face is on the intermediates. He's invalidated. Has Paloma come out? She's come out on a fresh set of wets. So she obviously doesn't feel it's time for intermediates. Was anyone else on the intermediates? Jamie Lenny's on the intermediates. He's invalidated again. What about Christoph? He's on the intermediates. He's about to start a lap, so let's see what kind of grip he has. It's looking pretty decent. It's still puddles though, but the people will have their delta in the pit lane. So maybe it's just stick 5 laps of fuel in and just hope it's going to dry. You know, Christoph is usually one of the front runners, so he's yet to set a lap time, so he's playing with fire a bit here. It looks fast enough, but purple sector 1 according to the game. But we all know how much the game likes lying to us. There's some more puddles. Very wide through there, wasn't he, Christoph? So maybe not quite getting the grip through the slower corners. Which means less traction. And Finley does a 141.4, so the wet tyres are still going faster. Christoph will be the main. And there you go, Jamie, a 140.0, the intermediates. It's time. It's time for the intermediates. It is their time to shine. Everyone will now be likely diving into the pits and getting on a fresh set of intermediates. This is where people like Jamie and Christoph will have that advantage. If they've got enough fuel in, they've already got a lap or 2 in under their belts. They've got the consistency to be able to know what to do, where the grip is, where to put the power on. And Christoph goes P2. Not quite enough to dislodge Jamie. There you go, Dylan! Provisional pole on the intermediate tyres. Come on, Dylan. The whole world is egging you on. A former Tier 3 champion. Setting the scoreboards alight there. Evo's on the intermediates. The purple sectors. Lenny. What's Lenny up to? Lenny's going around Spoon Curve. I expect Lenny to be in the top 1 here. Purple sector 2 for Lenny. It's happening, folks. We're going to get Lenny on pole position here. Lenny Masterclass is incoming. Around the final corner. Oh, and that's not how you masterclass, Lenny. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Classic masterclass there from Lenny. Right, Evo, what can he do? Oh, he does the same. I tell you what, there's a lot of cursing going on tonight with the commentator's curse. Switch on to Lenny, he spins. On Evo, he spins. Can he get pole though? He does! By, what? Half a tenth. But there's plenty of room in there because we saw how much he struggled in that final corner. Who else is near the end of a lap? Dylan's down. Rossi is up by 2 seconds, which will put him on provisional pole. But he's only just started his lap, so that is a bit misleading. So he's about to go through the first sector now. 3, 2, 1. 8 tenths up, which would put him 41.0, so not quite near pole. I think it was Stingers who's about to complete a lap. Everyone in the pits, they're going to do one final glory run. Bit risky to only do one run, but these guys are much faster than me, so know what they're doing is Stingers does indeed provisional pole for the Haas team. They will be absolutely buzzing in that pit lane. Where's RUF1? Where is he when you need him? Up Team Haas, as he would say. Right, who was going to be the first to blink? We know Evo's out on the track. Green sector 2. Well, it says green sector 2, but it still says he's 0.17 down. He's P2 though, isn't he? Is he going for another lap here? I mean, I think he's run out of time to come back in and go back out again. So, he's got to get another lap in. He could probably do a cool-down lap and then go for one more fast lap. As the guys out on the tracks start to come out. And Rossi has now dislodged Stingers. And Rossi with 38.6. Wow, the track evolution really is starting to show. I think the Stingers up again. How's everyone else doing? All over your face. Green sectors, Deathwing. Green sectors. What about Joel, the early pace setter? Is he about to set a lap 3.5 seconds up on his previous? Which isn't hard because it was a 43.1. Can Joel get his Red Bull into that top 10? You know that Joel's no slouch and can put in some good performances on his day. And there you go. P2 for Joel. 39.4 behind Rossi. But that's a decent lap. And we've got times coming. Look at Paloma all of a sudden down there in P10. That's a Red Bull going wide in the background. Is that Auros? He's on the out lap, I believe, so he's okay. Devour on a fast one. Who's actually on a fast one? We know he's done. Olivia Face is done. He didn't improve on that one. Oh, yes, he did. Sorry, he went back into P2, so Joel's down in P3. Stingers, another lap. Evo, another lap. So was it Paloma was about to finish the lap? No, she's going around Spoon. So try to keep up with everyone here. Evo, another 7 tenths up here. He needs a bit more, though. 7 tenths would only put him on a 39... 6, 5, or 8. So I can't do maths. What does he do? He does a 39.7. Only good enough for 4th right now. And Paloma, there you go. Paloma, provisional pole, 48.4. Great lap. Where is Ego? Let's watch out for him. He is the man to watch right now. He is the person that will more than likely dethrone Paloma. Got a bit of a mixed up grid. So look at that. Only a couple of minutes ago, Jamie was on provisional pole. Now he's back. Now he's down in P9. But I think Jamie actually managed to cross the line with about 2 seconds to go there, so he's got extremely lucky. Joel down to P5 doesn't improve because Devour is up into P4. Good spot for him. Here comes Ego. Is it going to be pole? No! No! P2 for Ego. He will not be ousting Paloma. Paloma is about to take pole position unless Rossi can do anything about it. I'm just going to have a check, so I'm not too sure how many poles Paloma has. 4 poles for Paloma, so this would be her 5th pole position. But there's still lots of drivers. We look at Dylan, who was on provisional pole a minute ago. Sitting there in P10 now. Jamie's down to P11. The McLarens are down there in P12 and 13. Disappointing for them. And to watch right now is Rossi. Christoph goes P3. I was just talking about McLaren's being disappointing, and Christoph puts his McLaren up into P3. Rossi currently P4. Round the final corner. Can he get anywhere near the front row? He can! With a 1:37.5. A last second doozy from the Aston Martin driver. Dethrones Paloma, and we've got a mixed up grid here. Here comes Dylan, the former Tier 3 champion. Can he get anywhere near the front? P6! That'll do, Dylan. That'll do. Actually, hang on. I think Jamie... What's he going to do? Is Jamie going to get anywhere near the front? Oh! I don't know. Third. Good lap there from Jamie. So, yeah. Fantastic stuff. I'm in game chat. Whoops. Hang on. Whoopsie daisy. Apologies, I was in game chat because I am an idiot. So, pole position, Rossi with 1:37.5, a tenth of a second ahead of Paloma, who would join him on the front row. And then we've got Jamie and Ego on row 2, followed by Christoph and Lenny on row 3. Lenny! Lenny! Where'd that come from? Dylan and Alloy Face on row 4, with Alros and Deathwing rounding out the top 10. And then the bottom, we go to Devour, Joel, Stingers, Evo, Finley, Chaos, and Nastaru, who didn't set a lap. Right. Set a time. Leonard nosebleed indeed. Oh. Right. We go at 20:54, so let's go at 20:56. Alright, while that's going, I'm just going to play the trailer because I know how much you guys love it.
This is the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it. Oh, what a move by Evo. That is not a place you overtake. Maybe side by side of him, they're going to go around the outside now. They're busy. Right then, here we go. We've got 4 red lights, we've got 5 red lights, and it's... away we go. A long wait for the lights, but we are away indeed. Intermediates are the tyre to start on, and here we go into turn 1. Paloma's already up there, but no. Rossi managed to hold her off, and we've got ups and downs all the way through here. Looks like everyone is just about getting away. Right, yes we are. Stinger's losing a couple of places. Deathwing's down a couple of places. Evo's up 5. Dylan's up 2. But top 4, as you were, Rossi, followed by Paloma, Jamie, and Ego. Of course, right now, hang on a minute. I don't know why I'm saying if he's going to win a championship. There's no Marshmallow tonight, so Ego's the champion. Well done, Ego. Right, so after that anticlimactic thing, let's concentrate
On the race, Dylan, what is he up to? He's up to P4 now. He's overtaken Christoph. Dylan is on something. Someone go do a random jog test. What about Lenny? Lenny's down 2. He is under attack from Evo. He's been overtaken by Evo. Evo up 6 places now. So he's definitely got a bee in his bonnet. He goes down 3 places now. He's lost a few places, hasn't he? So must have made a mistake somewhere. Oh, watch out, Lenny. Right, are we going to get any catastrophes into the chicane? We are not. It looks like everyone's playing safe. The Haas driver of All Over Your Face is going into the pits. He's obviously got damage. So AWS predicts a one-stop strategy tonight. So watch out for that. It will, of course, depend on if the track dries out or gets even wetter. But but there we go. Rossi in the lead, being chased down by Paloma. Good to see Paloma returning of old. It's been a while since you've seen that, but the last 3 or 4 races, Paloma has been back at the front. Jamie also doing really well. Dylan up 3. He is starting to fall behind though, but I think he'll take 4 at this point. He just needs to not spin himself into a wall. As Christoph lurking behind him, and Ego is back past Evo. Let's see what kind of pace he's got to get back up the front. Right, on-track action. Where are we at? So Christoph's actually fallen off of Dylan, actually. I was saying about Dylan under pressure, but he's got Christoph's number at the moment, hasn't he? Oh yeah, sorry, you're right, Fusion, aren't you? Christoph's got 109 points as well, so my apologies. I forgot about that. Right. Oh, hello, hello. What's going on here? Is that Dylan attacking the Ferrari of Jamie? I think Jamie's the one that's made a mistake here. And Dylan's sniffing that podium. Wet conditions obviously don't help when it comes to overtaking. Look at Lenny all over the back of Joel. Joel's making his way up the field. Lenny still just about in the points, leading the way for the AlphaTauri team. Closely, he's followed closely by Aros. Is Aros going to get by? Is Lenny letting him through? I think Lenny's letting him through. And now Lenny's almost blocking the Mercedes there. So, tactical play there from Lenny. Who knows? Corruption at the highest degree. Lenny's already a second behind Aros, so is he? What is he? Is he pulling the pack up? What is he doing? Maybe he's trying to get Devour into play. Either way, Lenny down to P10. Maybe he doesn't want to disturb these guys. Allegedly around lap 16, it's going to Cloudy. Here comes Nostaro. We saw how he's been a decent racer the last couple of races. Lenny, whoa, that's a big lift into 130R. Paloma sets a new fastest lap of the race. She wants to get going and just look at the... Is that medium traction or is that full traction? Just put your foot down in the wet. Let's do it. Right. Is he going to do it up in the 10 on? Is he going to have a go in Nostaro? No. Lenny just stays where he is. Isn't phased at all. Great defending from Lenny. Oh, and almost a bit too much curb there from Nostaro. Right. Back up the front. Rossi's pretty much got it covered for now. Paloma doing well to navigate that dirty air. Dylan still hanging on to the back of the Ferrari. Oh, hell, Rossi's left the session. Oh, well, that will turn the tables, won't it? Oh, Rossi. Oh, well, internet connection be damned. That sees the Alfa Romeo of Paloma up into the lead. I can hear his screams all the way from down here in Surrey. God, Paloma takes the lead. She is in the lead, and it does mean now that Jamie will likely get promoted up into P2. Dylan, who's fallen off suddenly, will take P3 as long as Rossi doesn't get back in the car. Let's see how easy. Look at that, the AI actually holding off Jamie for now. There we go, Ferrari goes through. What about Dylan? Will Dylan follow through? Is Dylan about to go up into the podium places? Come on, Dylan, you can do it, son. There we go, Dylan's up into the podium places. Nothing Rossi could do there. What about Christoph? He'll go to P4. He go down into P7 again. He's not enjoying these conditions, is he? He's a second and a half off Evo here, so maybe Evo not quite up to speed with these wet conditions. 8 and 9th still for the Red Bulls. Lenny not really hanging on, but he's definitely creating some kind of train, which his teammates trapped in, so that's not good for any of the AlphaTauri drivers. Of course, Devour sitting there in P13 thinking, I wish this was Austria, they'd be in the lead by now. Of course, if you did miss any action, this is the first time watching, we do also have a YouTube channel. Just search 7GR, 7th Gear Racing, you'll be able to find all the action as we get the marvellous, wonderful helicopter cam for a brief couple of seconds. And my eye spotted Ego getting past Rossi. So is that a mistake? Oh, hello, is that Dylan getting frisky again? It is Dylan getting frisky. He wants to get past that Ferrari, doesn't he? Great, and look at that, Jamie's lost 4.5 seconds to Paloma. So I'll tell you what, right now, unless there's any shenanigans, this is Paloma's race to throw away. And yellow flag, is that a safety car? No, do you know what, I thought I cursed Paloma then by saying shenanigans, and all of a sudden you get a yellow flag, but no, it's just Lenny! Oh, Leonard. Oh, Leonard. Right. Let's focus on Dylan. Chasing down the Ferrari. Still no use of DRS, of course, because if you're new to F1... Oh, hello! Dylan. If you're new to F1, when it's raining, you don't get use of DRS because the car will probably not slow down. Looking good here for Dylan. He's performing well. As Aros has got past Rossi as well now. Rossi's still not back in his car. I'm sorry, Ben, but, you know, it's inevitable. I just won't click on Paloma for a while. There you go. There you go. Joel is up into P8. Devour, who was 13th a couple of laps ago, now 5 and 7, P11, will be in P10. Once he gets past the AI of Rossi. All these guys at the back having a little leisurely drive out, waiting for a safety car to bring the pack back together. Dylan now looks like he's lost a bit of time to Jamie. Coming under a bit of pressure from himself now from Evo and Christoph. Oh, hello. Tap almost flat out through 130. Oh, look at Evo going for it. He's going to go around the outside of Christoph up the triangle. And, oh, bit of a switch back. Is he going to get the traction on Christoph? He looks like he does. Look at that. Great driving around the outside from Evo. But is he actually going to get it done? He's ahead right now. But turn 1, Christoph does have the inside line. But Evo does indeed take that P4 spot. As Lenny gets the 3-second time penalty. Thank you, Lenny. So look at that, Evo already up 10 places. And that's nothing to do with safety cars or bad luck. That is just Evo absolutely romping it. As Lenny, is he going into the pits? Oh no, he's just going backwards. That's not the right way, Lenny. Lenny. Did he hit the bump? Oh, has he got no wing as well? Oh, Leonard, it's going from bad to worse. Oh, right. Let's watch Evo then, because he is the man on the move. He is now chasing down Dylan. Is he going to make a move into the hairpin? I don't think he's quite close enough. Oh, but Dylan goes for that inside line. Evo says, fine, I'll wait for the next one. So now we are currently in this Jamie train. Ego's caught up. He was the second half behind. Now it's up to the likes of Aros and Joel to catch up. This will be where the action's up. Here goes Evo then. Is he going to dive down the inside? Spoon curve. Is he going to use battery? Yes, he does. Rossi's finally back in the lobby. Dylan giving a bit of argy-bargy. They're going to go side by side into 130R here. But no, Evo, I think, sensibly pulls out. But is Evo going to make another move into the chicane? He does. He's up the inside of Dylan. And there you go, side by side into the chicane. It's bumping and grinding. They've got to be careful, and they get the move done. Great driving from those two, especially in the wet. Is Christoph going to take advantage? No, he does not. So Dylan out of the podium places. Evo, currently driving like a man possessed, is actually now coming back under attack from Dylan around the outside of turn one. But no, Dylan decides to back out, which was... Oh, hello. Did that just say Evo got a 10-second penalty? Oh, no, it's Rossi, wasn't it? Rossi, I just thought the game gave Evo a random 10-second penalty. So look at that. Evo from P14 now up into P3 and onto the podium places. Great racing here from Evo. You know he's got this in him. The gap ahead of Jamie is 7.8 seconds. So Evo is going to have to go some if he wants to try and catch Paloma. If he can get past Jamie, will he make a move into the hairpin? No, probably sensible. He wasn't that far back. And here we go up the inside. Is he going to out-traction Jamie here? No, he does not. I think we could see Evo making another overtake into his favourite spot, but no, he's actually going to do it right now. Going around the outside into Spoon Curve, and he gets the move done, but he's gone off the track, and Jamie will go back up the inside, take P2 back, but Evo's not going to give up. He's going to try and out-traction him, out-battery him. In fact, he's going to out-battery him, but now we come to 130R. Evo setting up the move into the chicane, perhaps. We're only on lap 8 here. As Evo, will he make a move into the chicane? Late braking, but no, he does not. Jamie has that covered off. Got another yellow flag. This time it's chaos. All safety car. And there you go. Just like that, the field will be bunched back up. Everyone's on inters, so no one will be making a pit stop. I mean, if I was... Oh, I say no one's making a pit stop. Look at that. Joel's in the pits. Nostara's in the pits. People outside the top 10. I was going to say, if you're inside the top 10, it's probably not worth pitting. However, if you're outside the top 10, now would be a good time to get a fresh set on. Because if it does start to dry around lap 16, then you're going to want to be ready for those drier tyres. And having old intermediates around that crossover point isn't usually the best. I mean, in real life, it's great because you've got no tread. But unfortunately, in the game, it doesn't work like that. Because sod realism. You know? But there we go. So safety car is out, caused by chaos. So look at that, Benson, your own teammate causing each other pain. One retires, and now the other person's gap is going to vanish. Let's have a quick look to see where we are. Yeah, there you go. So Joel actually managed to come out in P10 then. So Joel, with a big brain strategy move, only lost, what, 2 places to Finley and Devour, and now finds himself on the fresher set. So it's all looking good for Joel at the moment, because when everyone else's tyres start to degrade, his will be feeling just fine. Now, Paloma's got 11 seconds here. Will she try and pit? Lenny! In the pits. Not like Lenny to give up, especially with the safety car out. That's sensible Paloma not to pit because you've got that gaggle of cars. If she did pit, she would come out in probably P9. So yeah, here we go. Finally, Paloma catches the safety car. And now we can reset. Oh, hang on, look, they're all going in the pits now. So, yeah, the others thinking about going into the pits. And they could get away with this, actually. Look, I think Devour might not. Actually, I think they're going to be okay, actually. Look at that. So Joel is actually, who went for the big brain move, is now actually going to stay in P10. Because he's lost out a bit there. Which is, oh no, he's got ahead of Devour, that's fine. And Devour behind Nastyro as well. So Devour's missed out a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. There you go. Red Bull resumed their P8 and P9. Finley, the big winner there, up into P5. And yeah, so the top 5 yet to stop. I wonder if Finley will let his teammate go. Right, safety car should be in this lap. Once it crosses the white line, you'll get the message, and Paloma will then become the de facto safety car. 3, 2, 1, boom. So, Paloma, the work restarts. She has to do that lead, but when will she go? Ooh. Jamie getting a bit funny there. Managed to not hit Paloma. Well, she don't want to go too slow here because tyres won't be hot enough. And there she goes. I'll tell you what, she's done alright. Jamie's done alright. I think Evo's the one that's got a bit napping there. But he's not in danger. And there you go, straight away the McLarens. I said about them swapping. And straight away, Christoph is ahead of Finley. And Christoph on those fresher intermediates is going to be flying here. And don't be surprised if Christoph is kind of challenging for the lead very soon. His tyres are a lot fresher. 8 laps fresher to be Pacific, and there we go. Round the outside of Dylan. Dylan's got no grip. Oh, Dylan! Dylan down to P6. It's the lap one race, or the lap 100 the safety car. Decide about the first lap, the first go lap, that Dylan just seems to be scared of, and he just I won't say anymore because he might. Oh, hello. Alros getting past Finley here. Finley getting absolutely overtaken here. Almost said another word there. As Joel goes round the outside trying to avoid him, and doing that has actually lost out to Nostaru. And Joel's going to get overtaken by Rossi apparently, potentially. But no, he's alright. So let's go back to Evo, because I think he is going to be on the move. He wants to get past Jamie. Paloma is probably very wary of this situation and wants to get away as quick as possible. She's almost got that second. Doesn't matter, of course, in the rain. However, every 10th counts. You can see the track visibly drier now. It's still raining, so it's gonna be at least lap 20 before we see any dry racing at this rate. There we go. Right, what kind of traction can Evo get? And there you go, Christoph. Hello, Christoph. Is Christoph going to make it 3 wide here? He's not, but he's going to go around the outside of Evo. Oh, what a move from Christoph, round the outside. Evo looking for a move on Jamie, but Christoph goes, nope, I'm going for a move on you. And up into P3 goes Christoph. I said about, don't be surprised if Christoph's in challenging for the lead soon. And there you go, he's gone from P5 to P3 in the blink of an eye. And now he's right all over the back of the Ferrari driver. It's going to be only a matter of time. And Evo is now going down to P5. Ego has suddenly woken up. But no, they're going side by side. Bit of few banging wheels. But will Christoph, will he make a move into the hairpin? It's going to be a daring move if he does, but no, he doesn't. Evo does manage to hold off Ego in the end. Aros up to P6 now, and Nostaru up to P7. Dylan still falling down in the order. What a shame for the Alpine driver. He's been superb tonight. But his luck seems to have run out. Here we go. Right, Christoph. Can Christoph do what Evo's been doing all night and get a good run out of 130R and overtake into the chicane? Or will he just out-traction him into turn 1? Looks like Jamie's got the better of that corner, so Christoph won't be making a move here. If anything, look at that in the background. It's Evo and Ego. They're going side by side. They're going to be banging wheels. And they are banging wheels, but it looks like Evo's just about coming on top here. And Aros is looking on thinking, go on guys, make a mistake, let me come through. Is Aros going to make it 3 wide here? He does, it's going 3 wide into turn 1. Aros is going to take 2 cars at the same time. He does! Up into P4, but Ego comes back, but no! Aros wins the day. He wins the battle. What a move by Aros. You don't forget how to race, and Aros up into P4. Fantastic move from the Red Bull team principal. Evo, who was on the move earlier, now finds himself P5 now. Dear me, and Christoph has indeed got past Jamie. I think Jamie's made a mistake somewhere. And now Christoph will ultimately and inevitably catch and maybe overtake Paloma. I believe the rain has stopped. There you go, the rain has stopped. So depending on how quick this track dries up, we could be on slicks by lap 16, lap 17. We got a VSC. What's happened there? Is that Devour? Devour and Rossi have had a moment at the hairpin, and it's brought up the VSC as Devour got damage. I think Devour's missing a key part of his wing. In fact, he's missing all of it. That is not ideal. Rossi looks like he's lost an end plate, so that'll be him probably going around the outside. Maybe it was a dive by Devour. I guess that'll be one for the steward's room later. But that does, of course, now give Paloma a reprieve. She'll be able to charge that battery back up now. Does anyone go in for slicks? Oh, Paloma's doing it. Oh, Paloma's risking it. I don't think it's quite time for dries. This is a massive risk for Paloma. I can literally see Benza facepalming himself. We've seen in the past Paloma's gambles not really paid off. She's going to go all the way down to 12th position, but she is going to be on, what, medium tyres? for Paloma, is it? Medium tyres it is, and she is basically last of the competitive runners anyway. And I think it's a bit too early for slicks. I think she is going to tumble down. Well, she's not going to tumble down the order. I mean, the other two, I mean, Devour's come back on intermediate, so that'll give us an indication. But let's have a look at the grip that Paloma has. It's not too bad, but I mean, you can see she's not even full throttle yet. Yeah, there you go. It's taken so long to get on that full throttle. The grip is kind of half there, but I think that it's maybe a lap, maybe 2 laps early. But of course, every track dries differently every time here, so we'll see. Now, keep an eye on Devour, because obviously he's on the inters. If he catches Rossi, then we'll know that the inters are a lot faster. Paloma's lost about 8 tenths to All Over Your Face, and Devour has brought the gap down quite significantly. So I think the intermediate tyres are still the tyre to be on right now. And Paloma is starting to bleed lap time, and Ego and Evo are going at it once again. I should concentrate on the battle for here, shouldn't I, really? But now it looks like Nostyru's up into P6 all of a sudden. He wants his comeuppance as well. Qualifying last for not setting the lap, and Evo ran the outside of turn 1 on Ego. No, not quite, but Ego does run wide. That's going to give Evo a chance to go back up the inside. But no, they keep banging wheels. They're going to go for the S's side by side. It's not great. Oh, and that was always going to be a net, unfortunately, in the wet. And they bang wheels, and Evo is the loser in that situation. Ego now finds himself up into P4. Alros into the podium places. He is about to attack Alros here. As Devour's in the pits, is he putting mediums on? He was just attacking Rossi, so unless he's got damage again, then I'm not too sure why he's pitting. He's putting the mediums on, but he was going faster than Rossi. Yeah, but we'll just look out at the top of the screen for when it says DRS active. That's when you know it's officially dry. Whoa, there you go! So Devour getting it in early, and as I said it, the screen came up, and it is now officially dry racing conditions. Well, I'll put the tyre delta on, because it'll be interesting to see with, 11 laps to go, if people go for softs or go for mediums. We saw last night the softs just about hang on for about 9 or 10 laps. If they get a safety car, they'll be lucky. The softs should go to the end as a safety car, but right now, it's going to be a few cars double stacking as everyone pours into the... No, Jamie doesn't pit. And neither does... was that Joel not pitting? No, it's Finley. So Ego not pitting either. So Ego's still thinking that he can do another lap in these conditions and make it work on the intermediates. Even though everyone else is pouring into the pits. Evo has done the gamble onto the softs, as has Stingers. They're the only two on the softs right now. And I guess with an extra lap out on these intermediates, it does give Jamie and Ego and Finley that shot to maybe start on the, pit onto the softs. Paloma is, let's have a quick look. So she is 17 seconds off the lead. So Paloma actually now making that gap back up. So she will actually be able to take the lead again, Paloma. She was able to fend off Christoph and Aros for the undercut. That one must have been very tight though. The track coming back to the Alfa Romeo driver at the right time. And now this battle here for P5 and P6 is the battle for the net lead. Paloma is winning it right now. Okay, this Stingers on those soft tyres, able to easily out traction Dylan. Joel on the mediums, and something's happened to Dylan. He's lost another place here. Dylan now out the points. Things you don't love to see. And there we go. Jamie and Ego into the pits. Finley into the pits. All Over Your Face into the pits. And now Paloma will resume the lead. And there you go, Jamie onto the softs, Ego onto the mediums, and Finley onto mediums. I have to admit, I'm quite surprised. I thought they would have gone into softs, but Jamie's on the softs. But where does Jamie come out? He comes out of P3. Is he going to hold off? Oh, is he going to get ahead of Styru? It's going to be tight here. Look at this round the outside. Is he going to run the outside? His tyres already warm up. Oh, and Jamie just about stays ahead. And he's on the softs here. So even though his tyres are going to be cold, the Styru needs to strike while the iron's hot. Otherwise, he could potentially lose out to Jamie here. Jamie's tyres are still going to be a little bit cold, especially in these conditions. And the Mercedes have definitely swapped here. And there you go, up the inside he goes. Oh, that's a very dangerous place to overtake. But they're going to go side by side. And Nostaru up into P3 now. From the back of the grid, we've got another yellow flag as it looks like. Is that Dylan going off? Dylan. Dear me, look at Devour at the back of the field. First to last challenge is definitely completed for Devour. As at the top, Paloma and Christoph still battling for the lead. Christoph's tyres 2 laps fresher as well, so that could come in handy towards the end of the race. But right now, it's all about how long Jamie can hold these guys off. He's already lost a second to the Styru. You got Aros P6 now, so he's lost out in the pits massively, hasn't he? Didn't have to double stack, but he's definitely lost out. As Jamie is in a bit, well, he's not being wild, but he certainly doesn't look like he's got a lot of grip despite being on those softs. And is Christoph about to take the lead? No, he's got DRS. He's good. What about Ego? Is he going to be able to get past Jamie? Because Jamie has not got DRS. Ego does, and there you go, up the inside. Easily done. Oh, a little love tap. Just to make sure. And now we have a Mercedes 3-4. And from my understanding, from where we are now, Ego is definitely champion. But Christoph, there's still hope. Never give up hope. As Devour sets the fastest lap, so he's definitely got some pace. As Dylan into the pits. Dylan. Back Paloma now. She's just got, what, 9 laps remaining to hold Christoph off. It's going to be a challenge. But one, I'm sure she is relishing right now. Paloma currently sitting on 5 wins. Right, here comes Christoph then. Is he close enough to make a move? No, he's not. So Paloma's obviously getting a good run out of the 130R there. And he's getting closer with DRS, but it looks like Paloma has got his number for now. And Ego is past his teammate. So Ego onto the podium, that definitely seals the championship. Aros in P5 under attack from Evo. Jamie's all the way down to P7 now. I think that's definitely a mistake. But all these guys now settling in. Rossi, I bet he's back into the points after the earlier disappointment of being disconnected. He was in the lead of the Grand Prix and now finds himself in P10. Haas drivers both outside the points. Devour 23 seconds, 24 seconds behind. But the main race at the moment is for the lead. Mercedes will likely stay as you are, because I think Nostera knows not to interrupt Ego's chances. Other than that, I think Evo has shown some absolute fantastic pace in the wet. Now finds himself in P6. I think Evo could be about to set the fastest lap here. DRS aided, of course, as Ego is a 1:32.4. So not quite at 1:32.6 for Evo. So Ego definitely going faster, but look at that. He's let his teammate by here. So maybe there is no team orders, and Nastari wants that podium. Interesting stuff. And there you go, Dylan does a fast lap now. So look, Dylan did have some pace. He's just when Jamie's pitted, then he must have had damage, and that's Joel in the background getting a bit uneasy. Finley's smelling blood here. But a few of the cars starting to spread out now. Top four in a battle amongst themselves. First, second, and third, and fourth. Other than that, next one after that is Finley. Trying to get past Rossi. Evo's made a mistake by the looks of things because he's no longer on the back of Aros. Let's have a look at Christoph then, shall we? Can he get... It looks like it's quite close this time. Is he going to be able to make a move on Paloma up the inside? He is indeed, and there you go. Christoph up into the lead. Paloma's heart sinks. A McLaren driver up into the lead. Looking for his second win in 23 races is Christoph. And Rossi's... Oh, hello, Rossi's retired. Is that going to be a... Oh, he's in the pits. Oh, dear. Unlucky, Rossi. It's he had some great pace at the start, but that's seriously unlucky there. Right, so we have a new race leader as Dylan continues to light up the lap times. Now Christoph is looking to get away from Paloma. Paloma using the battery to try and stay within that second. It looks as though Christoph is absolutely flying. He looks pretty much unstoppable right now. Mercedes still holding firm in P3 and P4. Aros 3 seconds behind him. Evo's 2 seconds. Evo's tyres may be starting to go a bit off. Joel finds himself in P6 now. Still holding off Finley. Then we've got the two Haas drivers, P9 and P10 in the points. Jamie outside the points after being on the podium places for so long. Couldn't quite hold on. As Ego now sets the fastest lap. So he's definitely got some pace. Oh, hello, and Finley. Finley's finally got past Joel. There you go. Joel with some decent points tonight. Not quite up there with his team principal, but points are points at the end of the day. And there you go, Jamie showing that he did have some pace tonight at 1:28.8. But right now he's 20 seconds off the lead. Unless there's a super late safety car, then I'm not too sure he's going to be able to make that many laps. Gap up in like 4.5 laps. But track is bone dry. You wouldn't even think it was a bit earlier, would you? So, 4 laps plus this one to go. So yeah, the race really has kind of settled down now. That kind of last safety car has, well, I mean, the rain really, the end of the rain has seemed to have spread people out now. We had lots of close racing during the rain, but now in the dry conditions, everyone just seems to be spread out. So we'll just stay with the leaders, shall we? Christoph and Paloma. Paloma looking for win number 6. Christoph win number 2. Paloma looking a lot closer than she has before. Getting ready to attack maybe, but I think Paloma needs to really charge up some of that battery because she's not going to have much to attack with. And she's still using it. Now, is she going to take this opportunity to take the lead? On lap 25, 3 to go, and there she does. She does up the inside then. So Paloma still showing some great pace here. Dylan hasn't had any luck for about 2 seasons. He's certainly having a hard time right now. But we know the pace is there. You don't become a champion for nothing. Elsewhere up on the grid, looks like Joel staying with Finley. Stinger's not able to do anything. Oh, hello. I'd say Joel staying with Finley. I think Finley's made a mistake because Joel lost his fingers and he is back up at the P6. Finley's with a mistake somewhere through that long left-hander by the looks of it. Stingers and all of your face still plodding along. Get some decent points for Haas. But we've got 2 McLarens in the points, 2 Mercedes in the points, 2 Red Bulls in the points, and 2 Haas in the points. So a lot of 2x2s tonight. Right, back at the front, it looks like Christoph is about to reclaim the victory. And look at that ego in the background now starting to lurk. So that gap that was a few seconds is now just over a second. And we've got 2 laps remaining here. So if Ego can get a move on here, we could have a 4-car battle for the lead on the last lap. Things could be about to heat up, ladies and gentlemen. As all over your face gets past Stingers. Those soft tyres really starting to not feel great. Yeah, because Evo's hadn't been able to catch Aros. Dylan's looking a bit racy. He wants that P12. Does not want the wooden spoon. But at least he'll finish. That is a plus. How are these guys doing for battery? So, yeah, Christoph is well suited here. And we are going to get this 4-way battle for the lead. Nostar is a bit far off, but it's going to be interesting here. We've got a lap and a bit to go then. Paloma will lead the last lap, but will she get overtaken? She'll have to deploy any and all batteries she has left. There's not a lot of it. And Christoph didn't have a good chicane there. He's going to get the run, but is he going to have enough to go and overtake? He goes to the outside, round the outside of turn 1, and he does indeed take the lead on the last lap. Heart sink in the Alfa Romeo garage as the McLaren team jump for joy as Christoph does indeed take the lead. Heading for his 2nd win. There's not a lot you can do from here unless Christoph makes a mistake, and Ego even looking to take P2 off her as well. Ego's had a quiet evening. All of a sudden the rain goes in and he comes alive. Not long to go now. And he moves into the hairpin. No, everyone staying where they are. Right now, I guess you're playing, you're kind of hoping and praying that maybe Christoph maybe cuts the corner, gets an extension penalty, but it's looking okay right now. We've got another yellow flag as Dylan decides to do a spinneroonie. And here we go then. Not long to go. Paloma using all the batteries she has. She's got to be careful because if she derates, and she's going to come under attack from Ego. Is Ego going to go for the move around the outside on the last lap? Oh, they bang wheels! And Ego goes straight ahead. He's going to get a time penalty probably. No. But he does manage to keep P3. And Christoph pushes the line for the victory and takes P2. Christoph takes the win. Paloma P2. Ego rounds off the podium. Exciting end to the race. As Finley takes P6, Joel P7, Stingers and Oliver Face will be P8 and P9. Evo P10, so he's made a mistake somewhere. Jamie will take P11, won't get a point for the fastest lap. But shame for him tonight. It all kind of unravelled near the end as he decides to give the barrier a kiss as he crosses the line. Devour P12, complete opposite feeling to what he had last week as Dylan finishes. That's right, double points for Haas, well deserved tonight. And there you go. An exciting middle and end. Bit of a quiet final third until the last lap, and then it was all go. But Christoph does indeed take victory, the top step of the podium. His second win in 7GR. Paloma will get another P2. She couldn't quite get her sixth win. And of course, Ego will round off the podium P3 and clinch his first ever 7GR podium in his debut full season, I should add as well. We seem to do that quite a lot here at 7GR. Done by Benzer, it was done by Arthur. It's now done by Ego. I believe Ogween done it as well. So yeah, a history of not one-outers, but debut wins. So then, Christoph is your Suzuka Tier 2 Grand Prix winner. Joining him on the podium is Paloma and Ego. Nostaru with a great drive from the back of the grid after starting last gets P4. Aros a very good P5 for Red Bull with Finley in P6. Joel gets P7, and then the double Haas of Stingers and Oliver Face. Evo, a race at what could have been, he gets the last point, and then outside the top 10 we have Jamie, Devour, Dylan, and the DNFers of Rossi, Deathwing, Lenny, and Chaos. Right then, folks, that is what we call a wrap in the commentary business. It's been a pleasure commentating tonight on this race as per usual. If you enjoyed tonight, make sure you come back next week for the penultimate race of the season in Qatar, where just like Tier 1, we'll be racing for pride. So yeah, if you made it this far, you're a goddamn legend. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again to Ego for taking his first 7GR title. Good night, God bless, and we'll see you very soon.
This is the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place you overtake. Maybe side by side of him, they're going to go around the outside now to Pissy.